everyone. Welcome once again to the Legend Hunters podcast, where two nerds tend to discuss Pokemon, games, and the like, and the third one constantly interrupts the other ones.
I take offense to that.
I wasn't talking about you.
I take offense to that.
Shut up.
See, that's what happens when you make it ambiguous, because then you just insult people.
I don't give a rat's ass.
Then why were you apologizing?
Okay, we've already established that we piss people off. Okay, so, back again for another Legend Hunters podcast. We're finally being regular about this, thank God. And, well, it's been a pretty busy week, I think.
Yeah, it actually has been kind of busy for me.
Zara, what have you been up to?
I have been going on not only a Xenosaga gaming binge, but I was also doing a Xenoblade Chronicles gaming binge. And goddamn, I've probably spent around 40 hours this week gaming. And I'm going cross-eyed.
Alright.
Yes, trying not to get got by various fangirls also.
No? What the hell are you talking about?
You know who I'm talking about, the one who just showed up in town.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you know what? Let's not even mention her. Let's not even talk about her.
You know, if she even hears this, I wonder if she'll even acknowledge us.
Angry comments commence.
By the way, just ignore what the hell Leo was talking about. That's some kind of personal matter. Anyway, Legend, how was your week?
Well, I've been busy with the same games, only this time I actually finished them. Dragon's Dogma, I finally finished, and I just gotta say that the ending is the biggest WTF that I've had in a long while. I don't want to spoil it.
Why not? Just go ahead and tell us what the heck
Because
happened.
we're not spoilerific, that's why.
Oh no, we are spoilerific. We've established that in the last two freaking podcasts. But I don't want to keep making this a running gag.
Come on, man.
Come on, if they really want to spoil it themselves, they can go look it up on YouTube. But I do agree with Legend. It is a mind-boggling ending, especially if you happen to be different genders. So that's all I'm going to say on the matter.
Yeah, and I'll leave it at that. The other game I've been finishing up is Shovel Knight.
Oh yes, we all finished that one.
Yeah, but what I did was I tried to go through the New Game Plus without checkpoints.
You sad, sad, masochistic bastard.
Not to mention, I did not have all the items, so I had to pick those up. I did not have all the music sheets, so I had to pick those up. And I had to do them all checkpointless, which meant that I had to run from beginning to end and not lose to the boss at the very end.
Again, you masochistic bastard.
But the best part is I actually did it! And I'm surprised my fingers were not bleeding at the end of it all, because goddamn that boss rush at the end.
Alright.
And on a final note, I have actually picked up X again, and I'm going ahead and starting to structure my team.
That's good. And you, Leo?
I've been going back through Soul Silver. I've been going through that again. I've been begrudgingly trying to do the same thing with Platinum. It really is a big difference between X and Y and the 4th generation games. Just completely different. I've been binging a lot of Fallout New Vegas, but then again, what's new with that? Clocked in a couple of hours on Skullgirls again. I've managed to finish one of my Steam sale buys, Guacamelee, now that I have now that I can use a controller. And I gotta say, that was a lot of fun. It's Castlevania-rific in that you do have to get all the collectibles before you can unlock the true ending. So I'm gonna have to go back and collect everything before I can actually go and see the real ending. So that's probably gonna be another 8 to 10 hours. Last thing I got to do today was watch not today, but this past weekend I got to watch EVO, the Evolution fighting tournament. And I gotta say, even if you guys, I wish you guys would actually watch it, because it is hilarious how some of these guys act when it comes to the video games. For starters, it was a complete overturn of what everyone was expecting. Especially in Ultra Street Fighter 4, the guy who won it, MD Luffy, is from France, and it is the first time that a European has taken first place in any of the Evo finals. And it was from France, so they actually got some points up for them. And especially because in that game, if you're from Japan and you play the Bruce Lee knockoff character, you're basically untouchable.
So for the fact that a lot of good people were getting knocked out early, and that there are a lot of newcomers, it was definitely a very exciting Evo tournament. And it was something definitely I recommend you guys catching around next year if you want to see some finaggery, because it gets incredibly hype, and just by watching you can start picking up the lingo and the circumstances very quickly. So it's not very hard at all to get into it.
Yeah, that's interesting and all, but the thing is, I hate most fighting games. I really do.
Well, that doesn't stop you from kicking our asses in Other M. Oh wait, that's the wrong game.
What the hell is wrong with you? Project M.
Thank you, Project M. Other M we shall not speak of again.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That was a terrible game.
I don't know if that was like a Freudian slip or...
A Freudian slip?
I haven't even played the damn thing.
What haven't you been telling us, Legend?
What haven't I been telling... God damn it.
But yeah, seriously, I mean, like, I've seen you both when we got into cons, and we go to the video game corner, and you just watch the guys play rounds like that for like half an hour.
I mean, this is basically the same thing, except there's commentary now. And now there's people to explain to you what the fuck is going on, why is this moment hype, what is going on. It's a lot less like the World Cup, like soccer, and it's more like a boxing fight, but there's like hundreds of them in a single day.
And of course, when people hit for that critical hit, they go, "Ah!"
And then once you start, and again, the more you start watching, the more you start to understand, and the more you can appreciate it more. And thankfully, it's every year instead of every 4 years.
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Speaking of fighting games, though.
Oh yeah, so
I believe you were saying we should start this kind of topic. What did you call it again?
Scumbag of the Week.
Oh yes.
I asked as there's a bunch of obviously stupid news out there,
and we want to cover that. Now.
But rather than just simply take a handful and say this is what we found, we've made it a little competition between the three of us. Each of these guys was tasked to go out and find a story of stupid news, of people doing stupid things, video game related or otherwise, and just we each throw down our cards and see which one is the best. So here's what I found, and this happened to be a guy on Twitter by the name of Dan Hibiki, of all things. God damn it, Dan Hibiki. Posting, asking Skullgirls devs about an error message he got on his copy of Skullgirls, which reads, and I quote, "What is the square root of fish? Now I am sad." And he posted the screenshot to Skullgirls devs, and their response was, "Oh, that means you have to buy the actual game, you pirate." So I mean, like, I can understand the general sincerity of asking what happened, but the fact that he completely did not think this was an anti-piracy measure, I mean, that's just silly.
God dang it! That is pitiful. That I'm at a loss for words, really. But then again, just pirating in general is really, really stupid.
Well, just the fact that this guy went up to the very people who run the damn show and asked them about this message. It's like someone walking off with a safe from the bank and coming back to the bank to ask them how to open it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Actually, it would be more inclined to trying to rob a police officer while in the police station.
No. It's robbing the police officer in the police station and then asking him how his gun works.
Yeah. And actually, that story about a person trying to mug a police officer in a police station is a real news story.
Is that what you're putting in, Zero?
No, that's like months and months ago, but I just wanted to bring that up because people are in fact that stupid.
Okay. So then what do you guys have for stories?
I actually have shit because...
Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm sorry. I wasn't really... I couldn't find anything...
What do you mean you couldn't find any? I found like 5 just picking this one.
Well, there was a news thing that I heard from, let's see, who was it he's on YouTube. His name is Alpha Mega Sin. He currently ranted about the fact that a gaming couple actually sold their child to actually support their gaming habit.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see the. I'm gonna have to look at the news story for this later.
The guy who did the video, he actually has the link in his. But yeah.
Alpha Omega Sin.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
I do have a little thing, though. I don't think it's actually a published news story. I think it's just speculation by all of the country of Mexico at this point. But
Okay.
we believe that one of the Dutchmen, I believe, is acting out his injuries in the FIFA World Cup so that he could just score red cards on the other team.
How is this news considering this is every single soccer player I've ever known? I mean, the entire soccer association sells their injuries better than the WWE as a whole.
We should actually get some of those people onto the WWE.
Exactly.
Well, no, I think this is worth mentioning because it just pissed off the entire country. Though, it's just...
But, it's the World Cup speculation. I mean, everyone's going to be like that. I mean, we have those World Cup snobs who suddenly pop into the world of soccer the moment the World Cup comes into play.
True, and then they vanish without a trace the second it leaves.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they just appear out of the ether.
You mean you're pulling out of your ass? Like Mr. Hanky.
What?
South Park.
I hate South Park. And bring on the trolls.
So what else is new in video game news? Danganronpa 2. I just showed it to you two. How do you like it?
219 seconds of madness.
Yeah, that's basically how I can say it. And also, what the fuck, Monokuma? What the fuck?
So this series apparently is from Nippon Ichi, and as I phrased it to you earlier, it is Persona meets Battle Royale meets Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, and that's a concept that sounds like it wouldn't go well together.
It looks like it would be fun, though.
It's a visual novel game from NIS America, and it's going to be coming out PSP, PS Vita, I think third quarter. And basically, a bunch of school kids are trapped on an island school. They go through their days, and the basic gist is you murder someone, and then you're put on trial by the entire class to find out who is the one who did it.
And here's the thing:
if you get away with the crime and they accuse the wrong person, then everyone else dies and you get to walk home scot-free.
But if you get caught, then that's it for you.
Yeah. And the deaths. And this is a sequel to a game that came out a while back on PSP and the Vita, and so we're looking at more of the same. But this one, again, the news came out for this one about 4 or 5 days ago. But so I was really interested in it because I never even heard of it until then. So
yeah, but now I'm actually looking forward to doing this. So what system is this coming out for?
I just said PSP and Vita.
Ah, damn it! I can't get it on either.
Yeah. I have neither, and I probably won't get the.
I mean, that is certainly because they have a shit ton of games on PSP and Vita for Japanese stuff. I think they have the remixes of Persona 3 and 4 on Vita alone.
Ah, those are the golden ones, right?
Those are the golden. I think Ultimax, the Persona fighting game, is also going to be on PSP and PS Vita.
Yeah,
they have.
I actually have seen like a playthrough of Persona 3 Portable. In that one, you can actually choose as a female protagonist,
and it's harder.
It's harder, and it doesn't have the answer portion from FES, which a lot of people seem to hate.
One of the Atlas games, Soul Nomad, also was debuted and was exclusive to the PSP. So I mean a lot of good Japanese RPGs and Japanese games come out for the PlayStation Portable systems. So I mean it's definitely a convincing case if you can get 4 or 5 of them and just use it on that.
True. I mean, they got Persona 4 Golden, and I wouldn't mind playing it on that.
And it's portable. I mean, that's the biggest thing, and that's why they push them that way.
Yeah, I will say, the thing is, what kind of pushes me away from the PSP and the Vita is the crippling small library.
But like I said, they have if you get it for just the Japanese, I think that's like 5 or 6 titles right there, and we've bought the Nintendo systems for less. I mean, we would buy it just for Pokemon Nintendo. and that's it.
That's true.
I mean,
hell, my Wii U only has, what, 2 games?
Exactly. So, I mean, like, it's not that entirely absurd.
That's true, so I might give it a shot.
So
so
Danganronpa 2. What else do we got on the roster?
Well, let's see. Well, we've got something for the Potter boys.
Yeah.
You mean Potter? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So,
Witches and Wizards, there is one last shot from J.K. Rowling, and
it's just going to be like a really short Where Are They Now book.
Or short story.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a short story.
Written from the perspective of everyone's favorite paparazzi, Rita Skeeter.
Fuck me.
So apparently this thing is released only for Pottermore, for people on Rowling's site Pottermore, but there's speculation going around that eventually there's going to be an actual paper release of this. In it basically goes over. Rita Skeeter runs into the gang at a Quidditch I think it's the Quidditch Cup. Is it?
Yeah, the Quidditch. I fuck if I know. It's been so long since I've read those books.
But basically, she runs into the major cast: Harry, Ron, Hermione, and I think even Neville. And basically, she does quick interviews with the 4 of them, asking about their lives after the Battle of Hogwarts.
From what I remember, Rowling mentioned that Potter was going to be in Auror along with the other 2. That Ron and Hermione did hook up.
Well, we saw that at the end of the final movie.
We did. Officially, though.
Neville is supposed to be herbology at Hogwarts now?
Yes, and what was you said? Rumored to be an alcoholic?
Yeah, the article says that apparently he's a little too much fire whiskey.
Oh, God.
What the fuck?
Well, we all loved Neville back then, and dude,
and the ladies love him now that he doesn't look like he doesn't look a nerd.
He doesn't look like a chubby nerd.
He doesn't.
Well, when you go up to the Dark Lord and say, "You," I think you do get the attention of all the ladies.
Oh, God.
You got a valid point there.
All right. So, moving away from the Potter fanboys, we've got
more Hyrule Warriors.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
enjoy your fan fiction fangasm there, Zero.
Oh, shut up! You know the reason why I'm smiling is the fact that Girahim is actually going to be in the game now, and I love tormenting you guys with him.
Yeah, the only thing about Garaham is that we know that his special is going to be tongue fucking the hell out of his opponents.
Fork! Well, on a more serious note, it seems like he's going to be a blade summoner, a la Fee. Which ties into his
Also,
theme.
Fee is supposed to be a playable character as well.
Yes, so we've got the 2 sword characters going against each other on opposite sides of the battlefield.
As well as the imprisoned. So how the fuck are you going to fight that giant derpy monster?
Carefully.
That's true.
Carefully, I mean it's a living AT-AT walker. I mean all you need is freaking Wonder Woman's magic lasso, and then it falls and kills itself.
True. But then again, every time it takes a step, it releases an EMP blast, basically. So it's kind of like it's like the Muto from Godzilla.
Oh, man. We're still waiting on that sequel, by the way.
Yeah, and also it was announced that apparently it's like all sorts of time paradox.
It's a fan fiction! I do not know why we keep having this argument!
No, it's not an argument. We're finally confirming it.
Yeah, it is.
Is he confirming what I've been preaching for like months?
Yes, now shut up!
Well, that's not going to stop the fanboys. You know they're going to try to tie this in somehow.
Why? There is no point to this. Why am I speaking like Mickey Mouse? No, you sound like you just inhaled a gallon of helium.
Besides, you actually talk something like this.
Oh, fuck's sake, don't talk like that!
That was him that time. Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got Fee, we've got all these new characters, and it has been somewhat confirmed that there is time shenanigans going on here.
Ooh, the shenanigans.
The other thing that is of note is that the human-based characters like Garaham are... Well, the fact that the company that makes this likes to make it so that both sides are playable, meaning that it might be possible that you might be able to play as Giraham in the game.
That would make me smile.
The speculations also would extend to Volgia, to... What is the name of the main enemy sorceress?
The Shia.
Shia, possibly, obviously, hopefully Ganondorf, and possibly even Demise.
No, probably not Demise, because, they usually focus more on the human-based characters.
You know what,
but Demise as his humanoid form?
That's what I mean.
That would be
That's
fun.
what I mean.
That's probably...
Because he's basically Shin Akuma of the Legend of Zelda universe.
And he even looks like him.
And
yes.
Actually, there's also the possibility that Ganon might actually pull Ganons from different timelines out.
That wouldn't...
Go dual-wielding Ganondorf.
Wouldn't that also make sense that eventually the heroes would have the same potential?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
that would be
God.
awesome. Okay, I'm actually picturing Wind Waker Lake
it's
now.
It's basically like the Power Rangers Forever Red special, but with Legend of Zelda Forever Green. We just see tons of variations of Links over time, raising their master swords as they prepare to skyward strike the hell out of the various Ganondorfs of their world.
All the Master Swords and all the fees, and oh dear God, the fees.
Fee only appears in one game, though.
True, but she's all of them.
Yeah, but I mean, Fee herself only takes presence in one game. The rest of the time, she's asleep.
Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
I think it's really just I'm really liking the way it looks, especially when you got the actual weapons. The ball and chain has been confirmed as another Link weapon.
Yeah, actually, the way Link uses it, he's using the silver gauntlets and the ball and chain at the same time.
He needs them.
Yeah, so he's just lobbing it like a freaking volleyball at that point.
But I mean, and then they also have the exploration weapons with bombs, the hookshot, and potentially the bow and arrow as well.
Yeah, because Zelda has been confirmed using the bow and arrow to...
And also
wreck
using
people.
the Wind Waker.
Yeah, that's right. She uses the Wind Waker.
So we're basically going to see every single witchamadangle in this game.
Whatchamadangle, what the fuck?
Well, the various MacGuffins that Link uses.
Yes. Well, now moving away from Hyrule Warriors,
And we go into a different kind of game.
We go to Smash.
Back to Smash.
Alright, for starters, they recently announced some alternate colors for...
Mario goes America!
Oh, fuck you.
Fuck yeah!
Excuse me. Scream pillow time.
Okay, you wanting to see while he's doing this?
Yeah, so we do have confirmation of not just palette swap, but also alternate costumes for the characters. So that is going to most certainly be fun.
I will also mention that that's not really an American outfit, that's just...
Shut up!
Shut up!
It's American.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
It's Japanese.
It's American.
Shut up before I smother you with my scream pillow.
You couldn't... I'm not going to say something that would insult your heritage, so I'm just going to leave that alone.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, so moving on past that, yeah, we've got a lot of different alternate colors, and now we have alternate characters too.
Lucina, Captain Falcon, and Robin have been confirmed for Brawl.
In case you're wondering, Lucina and Robin are from Fire Emblem Awakening. Probably one of the best games I have played in a long time.
And that was Zero's tongue wrapping around the shaft of
Shut
fire.
up, shut up.
But anyway, Lucina plays very...
Did you hurt yourself again?
Shut up!
Yes, you did! You do this every time you try to hit me. You hit my arm and your bones break in response. You hit my abs and then your palm feels the pain. Why do you insist on hitting me?
Because you drive me to it.
And yet you hurt yourself in the process.
I don't care, it's worth the pain.
Back to Smash?
Yes.
Yeah, let's try not to make the Smash battles happen in real life and just keep it to the game.
But Reggie and Iwata did that in real life.
That wasn't freaking that wasn't Smash, that was fucking
They're
JoJo.
CEOs, they can get away with this crap. Okay, so the characters look like they're going to be, playing very similarly to how they were in the past. Lucina plays extremely similarly to Marth. We're wondering how she's not a clone.
But she's got her down special.
Her down special.
Remember that in Ike and Mars sequences, their down special is the counter move.
Yes.
In Lucina's, it looks like she does a face dodge. Because in one of the screenshots, it shows Robin behind her lobbing, I think, arc fire, and she down specials, so basically the shot passes through her and hits Captain Falcon.
Well, I thought that was just a regular dodge.
No.
An ins-place dodge.
No. That's her down special. Instead of being able to do a counter, it's like a wave dash.
Well, again, we haven't...
It's like an in-game wave dash. That's what it looks like to me.
True. And
Because it doesn't look the same as... Because she was doing it... First off, she was doing that on the ground. So it's not an air dash.
Of course not. But
And
there's a standing dash.
No, yeah, but she wasn't moving. She was standing still. Robin was right behind her, lobbing the arc fire. She basically tilts her head, and then Captain Falcon gets a hot load in his face.
Oh, shut up. And may I interject? It appears that she's also faster than Marth.
That is one thing that I will like. I mean, a light and fast character.
She does have a couple of moves that do protect her back as well. It's not mainly a lot of the sword characters only worry about their one side. Lucina was shown fighting both, I think, Greninja and Palutena, and one of the strikes attacked both of them in the air on the side.
Though I will also point out that Lucina was not actually the star of this show. The one who stole it was, of course, Captain Falcon. No.
Falcon is back! Did you see that punch? Yeah, he would have shattered her face had she not dodged.
I will agree with that. Falcon they really hyped this guy up.
Yes, and he beat the hell out of Crom.
Yeah, God damn it. He's the reason why he's been demoted to Final Smash. But for whom?
Robin!
Or Robins.
Yep.
And we're not talking about Batman.
Yeah, Robin is the...
canon official name for the protagonist in Fire Emblem Awakening. That is your character.
And he is arguably one of the most badass characters I've seen in a video game for a while.
She is the badass, because Robin is playable in both genders.
Yes, and it's confirmed for Brawl.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed that Nintendo is pushing a lot more female characters this time around?
Yeah.
I am not opposed to this.
Look at this. We have well, not just female characters, but a lot more unisex characters. We have the Wii Fit trainer who's playable in both genders.
And there's also the villager from
the
Animal
villager
Crossing.
Playable in both characters.
We have
the Miis, which are obviously playable in both genders. And now we have Robin playable in both genders.
I do not mind this.
I definitely think that they're trying to broaden their player base by broadening the types of characters that are there.
Yeah, and there were already quite a few characters there, and if I'm not mistaken, now there's over 40 on the roster now. There's more than Brawl had now.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it this way. I mean, there were only three female characters in Brawl for the Wii, not Brawl 4. There was Peach, Zelda, Samus.
Yeah, that's... I'm trying to think...
And then the rest is the Sausage Fest.
I'm trying to think if there was another female character in my...
Well, you can count Samus twice. I mean, there's the regular Samus and there's Zero.
Right, but
Samus.
I mean, that's still the same person in sense. I mean, now we have more diversity. We have Palutena. We have Wii Fit Trainer. We have the villagers. We have the Miis. We have Lucina now. We have Robin. I mean, there's a lot more female diversity.
And actually, let's kind of discuss Robin's battle style a little bit more.
Spellblade. Yes. This person brings a book to a battle and wins.
A book to a sword fight.
Yep.
And wins.
Thunder. El Thunder. Arc Thunder. Thorin!
Good God.
Yeah.
Okay, Thorin looks like it just hits and then keeps on hitting and keeps on going.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm kind of wondering is...
It's probably a charge.
Well,
it is probably a charge attack.
Yeah.
I think in neutral B that longer you hold it, the more enhanced version that you get.
Yes.
Also, what's interesting is the fact that Robin has a limit on how she uses the spellbooks.
Or he.
This gender usage is going to get a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, you're stuttering even more than usual.
Well, yeah, because she is rather attractive.
Anyway.
Well, Robin looks like...
You know I have a love for twin tails.
I have no idea what the hell that even means.
The pigtails, you fool. The pigtails.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Moving aside
Back
from
to
Leo's
the
fetiches.
character, please.
So the Levin sword, or the bronze sword, depending on whatever reason.
looks
Yeah.
like this guy has more options to him than Olimar does.
Yeah, so let's.
Also, Nosferatu as a grab looks fantastic.
It's not a grab. It's
It's a trapping
it's
move.
his down
that's-
attack.
Yeah, it traps the opponents, sucks the life out of them, and then
And
transfers it back to the user.
Yeah, it's a down special. I believe.
Now you're saying it's a down special.
No, this is what I'm doing from just looking at the way he.
Yeah,
did.
that's what I was saying about Lucina's down special, and you were giving me shit earlier.
Oh, shut up!
See, you're being hypocritical.
I don't give a rat's ass.
Would you give a Leo's foot?
Shut up!
Okay, what else do we have here?
Captain Falcon again is back. I'm definitely hoping that we get more usage out of him, that he's been buffed.
I think the only things that are going to change about him are probably balance issues.
Yeah.
This one.
Also, Crom. They in the video they did make a har about Crom, about him not being in the game, and they said now we'll make him the final smash for Robin.
Yeah, which is actually pretty awesome. If basically it works like if Crom manages to slash someone, then Robin and Crom start doing a combo of slash magic, and we never saw how it ended, but I'm willing to bet it's going to be like a fucking epic blast.
It's
Yep.
going to be a meteor smash
I
downward.
do have a little bit to say about this. For one, I am one of those who was hoping that Crom would appear in the game, and am disappointed that he's been demoted to Final Smash. But on the other hand, I've played Fire Emblem Awakening, and this ties in heavily to the main theme of the game as well as the main mechanic and gimmick of the game.
Which is
I think
AKA the shipping meter.
I think the deal was that the reason it's Crom helping out Robin and not the other way around is because what was going to end up happening is they were going to have 4 Blade characters from Fire Emblem all behaving almost the exact same way.
Which is a little bit excessive.
So they put Robin in because Robin, they have a book which they could go, that's why they have the disposable book mechanic for him or her, and then they put in Crom as the final. I think the final smash was going to be the same. It was a matter of which character was going to be more interesting on the front.
Yep.
And technically, would you rather have Crom or the character that you played as in the game?
I wouldn't have minded either way. I am
Well,
genuinely surprised.
Because the deal is that in all the other Final Fantasies, when you're the tactician, you actually don't have a playable role. This is the first time that
Final Fantasy.
Or,
I mean,
Fire Emblem. Sorry. In Fire Emblem games,
French.
when you play the tactician, you actually don't appear on the battlefield. You're the invisible hand giving controls.
Yeah.
This is the first time in which you have a character, which is why before it was confirmed as Robin as the official name. My avatar was always my unit it's the first time the character actually is going to be on the battlefield with its own unique class. So I think that's why they went ahead and put Robin in instead.
Yeah, but there is one thing that I can't get over, and that is the fact that God damn it, Crom, I choose you. Crom, it's a critical hit,
and it's super
well, they
effective.
have
There you go.
they have the exact same cut-in for dual attacks as or for critical hits for when Crom actually connects for this Final Smash. And everyone was I remember one of the joke suggestions about Crom's Final Smash was that whoever he attacks, he does a faux romance sequence with them, and then the sheer dumbfoundedness would skyrocket them off the ring.
Also, Leo, thanks for ruining my segue for the next subject.
What, you mean marriage between Crom and the villager?
I was talking about when Legend used when I said it's super effective. It was the segue for our next subject.
You mean our last one?
Well, no, it's not our last subject. We
Okay,
got
second
all.
to last.
You mean about Jirachi slapping you in the face with his giant head?
I kind of wish that he was able to. I mean, we haven't gotten this guy, and Japan is getting all of the...
Okay, so
Yeah.
the deal was that I saw this on Reddit. I think it might originally be from Twitter, but hashtag Bring Jirachi Over is a US-based petition to Game Freak to release the recently shiny Jirachi with Moonblast, as well, and by extension, the Charizard with the opposite Mega Stone for your games, which has only been released in Japan and the UK.
Yep. And this is getting back to something that I really hate. Nintendo, why the fuck are you so xenophobic? Why have you not given a single mystery gift to the U.S.?
I don't think xenophobic is the proper term.
Well,
they've given it to... Well...
Okay,
may not be xenophobic, but they certainly hate America or something.
Well,
because I've seen them give shit to Australia, to the UK, every other PAL region I can think of. The US has only gotten 2 things, and one of them was a tie-in to the release of the game.
And
Did Reggie Fils-Aimé beat Miyamoto in Brawl or something? What the hell?
Yeah, I still tell you, I think that after that event, like Iwata stepped up his game, and now Reggie's paying for it. I think that's what's going on.
It doesn't matter, but still, fucking hell, Nintendo.
The thing is that, this isn't as bad as, like, freaking Wish Chansey, which was only available at a Pokemon event in the United States back in, like, 2004 or something. It's the most competitive thing ever.
Yeah, we have to hack our Chanseys just to get that.
Or play on online emulator, so, it's a pain in the ass to try and actually use it.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass.
But as far as like actual viability, in order by U.S. law, you have to have I think at least either it's 15,000 or 25,000 signatures on any given petition before the government has to respond to it. So I don't know how.
But that's for like the U.S. government, right?
Yeah.
How the hell is that even going to work for the Japanese government?
Well, there's 2 ways you can do it. Either you can by sheer mass show that we would like this and hope that the mass amount appeals to them on a moral basis, or B, you would have to go ahead and go the official petition route, petition the United States to intervene in this video game nonsense, and then issue a response to Japan.
Well, actually, Nintendo did answer the people's pleas on like Miiverse to bring Earthbound.
Yes.
So
but that was kind of like a little
but how long?
The dog a bone.
Yeah, but how long has that been in the wait? How long have people been wanting Earthbound? 10 years almost.
Actually, a lot of people want Mother 3 even more.
Exactly. How long are you gonna hold your breath?
That's true.
So
if you keep holding your breath, you might end up dying for lack of...
it's less Nintendo and more Game Freak at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, and as we all know, Game Freak is a troll.
Yep. And I would personally like to keep the government out of my games. Thank you very much.
But yeah, the Jirachi in question is supposed to be level 10 shiny with Moonblast, which it normally can't learn. So, it certainly looks interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, so following that, we actually got a bit of Pokemon news in the past couple of days.
Oh, yeah, for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. A lot of news, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
First,
the gym leaders.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen what all of them look like, but we've gotten a few of them.
We got the first 4, and the first 5, because Norman, you do see, technically, the first one.
Yeah.
But we have... the first 5 gym leaders and the first half of the Elite 4.
Yep, and for starters, we have Roxanne,
who now looks more like a schoolgirl in this outfit than before. Actually, I think forgive me if I'm wrong, but is her skirt wider than it should be?
She's not wearing a skirt, she's wearing an umbrella.
Roy Mustang must have gotten his hands on the dev team.
An umbrella with a pantyhose.
Okay.
Okay, what the fuck are we doing?
I do like the redesign to her gym that integrates more fossils into it.
I think it's... I don't like it actually because it seems like the default for rock nowadays is, fossils. So just use that because everyone has a fossil.
Well,
especially because this makes even less sense because she doesn't actually use fossils in her battles.
That's not been confirmed nor denied yet. They could actually change up the battles.
Well, we do know that she does have her nose pass still. Which...
yeah, I hated that thing.
Blaze Kick. Bye-bye.
Blaze Kick. Rock resists fire.
Doesn't matter. I freaking involved combustion. That thing went down in 2 hits.
You were using Blaze Kick. You were using Double Kick. And that's a completely different story.
Sorry, brain derp.
Yes, super brain derp from Zero.
Okay,
Sorry.
so yeah, Roxanne is.
Next is Brawly, who
Actually-
actually he's going Super Saiyan.
No.
Look at the spikiness of that hair.
No, he's always had that spiky hair.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, actually he has.
He had surfer hair.
No,
He was super laid back. Now he looks like he's a brawling Super Saiyan.
no, he had the same hair.
Yeah, but it's flat. His is slicked back, standing
Actually,
up, like he's Super Saiyan.
No, it was the same.
No, it's
Yeah, it was the same.
Okay,
Now shut up.
I do see what Leo is talking about, though. He does get a much spikier do.
True, and he also gets the freaking. He looks like a freaking street brawler now.
yes. He has knuckle. He has boxing. He has fighting. He has no. Those aren't boxing gloves. Those are weightlifting gloves. He has weightlifting gloves and
You mind getting
wait,
away
wait,
from the mic, for
Are-
God's sakes?
Wait a moment. Are those treadmills?
yes, those are treadmills, and I think that's an elliptical in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for spiking the audio, you douche.
Hey, calm down, you douche. You like calling everyone a douche.
Shut up.
Okay.
Next
I
up.
think you need to take a ride in the douche-mobile.
Shut up! Next
Okay.
up is Watson.
Watson.
It
This
looks
guy.
like he's wearing like an electric rubber jumpsuit. He's wearing a fucking rubber jumpsuit.
And considering where he works, I think he needs
Speak
it.
clearly, Leo. You stutter so much it's going to be a pain for me to edit this.
Well,
Anyway, yeah. Yellow rubber jumpsuit and a freaking army vest.
which he probably ripped off from Surge.
No, he's Surge's CEO.
Oh, God. More speculation fuel.
Oh, God. And next up, we have everyone's favorite, Flannery.
I love the expressions they gave her. It is hilarious.
Yeah.
We need more of this.
It looks like she's caught. She was about to go to the hot springs and then you show up.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And let's see.
Well, actually, that is something that I do want to bring up. It looks like all of the gym leaders are way more expressive in this one. You
Yeah.
can see Watson with his mouth closed for once.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
God.
Definitely the upgrade from Gen 5 to Gen 6, as far as going from sprites to actual 3D models, definitely improved the quality of the characters.
Oh, no shit. I'm actually kind of hoping... I'm actually waiting to see when they can actually polish it even further.
Don't get your hopes up. We were stuck with pixels for like what, the past 10 years?
For the past almost...
When did Fire Red and actually not even
When did Red and Blue come out? That was in
Exactly.
1996.
exactly. So we have like 20. We're gonna be stuck for this for like 20 years. Get used to it.
Okay, and finally, everyone's least favorite gym leader and most.
Yeah.
Norman, who isn't a. Now we can see the clarity of his dojo.
Which is, in fact, a dojo. He has more of a dojo than the fighting type gym leader.
Yeah, and let's see. Before he was like all in...
No,
he's
his-
actually rolled up his
that's-
sleeves so he can give his own child a good whooping.
Also, he's not supposed to be wearing shoes.
No, he's wearing those sandals.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to be wearing shoes in a dojo.
That's true.
Legend and I would know this.
Yes.
You would not.
I know.
That's why we were pointing this out.
Well, maybe that's why it's not a fighting type gym.
Valid point. Valid point. But then, what? Then what? Then why is the workout place in the fighting gym? Shouldn't they be switched?
Well,
Fuck if I know.
Fuck if I know.
well, fuck if we fight this guy. I want to know, is he bringing back the double Slack King massacre?
I don't
He
know. but
probably is.
Oh, God.
They said one slacking, so odds are it's two, and the bigger odds in between.
Yeah.
Oh
God dang it. And you know what, with all the new abilities, what are the odds he has like skill swap?
Oh, he's not double battling you.
Oh wait, right.
Yeah, you can only the.
Oh right, we
that's-
gotta get Tate and Liza back,
No.
so we got the double battle gym.
Yeah, but the snort the hack lax combo doesn't happen unless you skill swap with your own team member. You can't do it with yourself.
True, but yeah. Yeesh,
That being said,
actually, I just had a bad thought where you accidentally give him like mummy or something.
that being well, yeah,
It's a good thing
and-
we're not fighting with those Pokemon.
yeah, that's true.
So the main thing is that in order for him to do that, it would have to be with another Pokemon anyway, because skill swap doesn't appear on slacking. So he couldn't do that to you and then and then completely throw your game off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he'd have to use another Pokemon, which would not be in his previous repertoire. And even then, that combination only works in double battles.
True.
So, that the fear of slacking running amok does not exist in this battle.
No, it exists, but it's not as bad as we thought.
No, it won't happen, period.
True.
You need a second partner, otherwise you'll switch out, and then you go back to your default ability.
Yeah.
And if they switch out, then it's malarkey.
Uh-huh. Well,
but these 5 weren't the only ones who got redesigns. We also got redesigns for 2 of the Elite Four members, which are returning as expected.
Yeah.
Sydney and Phoebe.
Okay, let's talk about Sydney a bit. I've heard some complaints about Sydney's new look. He looks like a punk.
he's supposed to be a punk.
He's less of a punk than before. He got rid of his... He
got rid of the biker jacket.
No, you know what happened to the biker jacket? He bet the biker jacket in a poker game with Grimsley and lost. That's why he's more pissed off now.
Fair enough. It looks like he does have his freaking shift tree, and the freaking shift tree used a freaking leaf blade on a freaking Tumbuskin.
Blaziken.
So that makes me question the AI.
I'm pretty sure they just showed it off for quirks.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what is a shift tree going to do against a Blaziken?
Swagger.
What set carries swagger?
All of his stuff. He used to spam the damn move.
Yeah, that doesn't mean the AI does not work that intelligently.
Here's how you beat Sydney. Sky uppercut, sky uppercut, sky uppercut, sky uppercut. Next one.
No, high jump kick now. High jump kick is the new meta.
That is true.
All right.
So high jump kick, I mean, that's coming back.
Okay. Moving on from the punker, we go to Leo's girlfriend.
Leo.
What? I mean, not Leo, Legends girlfriend.
What? Are you trying to get me killed now? Are you purposely trying to break apart the Legend Hunters by insinuating I had an affair with Legend's girlfriend?
Wait, hold on.
What? What, you mean you were dating her? I believe we had this discussion once before.
I like ghost types, but not like that. Oh, God.
No! That was unintentional, but it made me so very happy.
Okay, well, Phoebe looks
pretty much the same.
Except she looks more kawaii now. I don't know.
Kawaii. I don't know. That's the land of kawaii. That is absolutely perfect.
I have never heard Legend say kawaii before, and oh God Almighty, I never want to hear you say that again.
Well, considering
I could have said it worse. Trust me.
That punch landed and I wasn't hurt.
Okay.
Ow! Don't hit me back.
The counter hit did. Okay, and finally we have the badass himself. Thank God we have this guy instead of freaking Wallace. Stephen fucking Stone.
Yeah.
Who wears an ascot?
He wears an ascot. He has
the ultimate sign of douchebaggery, as endorsed by Fred of the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah, and let's see. He's also got metal cuffs now, and he's carrying a bit of bling on his fingers.
Yep, which we will be covering in a little bit, I think.
Well, actually, the bling that we're going to be talking about is actually on his lapel.
We'll see. Okay, but yeah, Stephen Stone is back. His redesign doesn't deviate too much from his original.
It looks a bit more refined, if you ask me.
Maybe.
So as far as the speculation, as far as what's coming back, the 2 biggest things on our list were contests and secret bases. Both of which have been confirmed at this point. But let's go over the contests first.
Because they announced 5 new
Pikachu forms.
Ugh, fuck me!
So we have. So the deal is that the release showed 5 Pikachu in different costumes. One of which was
Pikachu Belle, which is beauty. Pikachu Rockstar, which is cool. Pikachu Pop Star, which is cute. Pikachu PhD, which is smart. And Pikachu Libre, which is tough. And fuck you, Nintendo.
This is the greatest thing I have ever seen. Now there is a Pikachu for everyone. You have a sexy Pikachu. You have a cute Pikachu. You have a Gaijin Pikachu who looks like a samurai badass. You have a masked wrestler Pikachu. And then you have a Derpichu. You can officially call the Pikachu PhD Derpichu.
I'm going to call Pikachu Derpichu anyway.
You.
But so here's the thing about the forms is that they're interactable in Pokemon and Me, which is also said to be coming back.
Which I kind of enjoy, and you kind of need it for freaking Sylvia.
Which potentially means you can be battling with these forms, similarly along the lines of the fur fruit colors.
That's true.
Very true.
And you know what? Suddenly thinking of Pokemon and Me and Ruby and Sapphire is making me think, I want to pet Kyogre.
Zero goes to SeaWorld.
Well, it would be a problem if it was ancient Groudon. Isn't he a fire type now?
Yeah.
So that would hurt. Son of a gun.
But, concepts coming back. We don't know what capacity they are.
Hopefully they'll be more refined than they were in the original game, because fuck me, those were hard.
I think they're going to actually change it up a little bit. Hopefully different movesets will be more cohesive with one another.
Yep.
Yeah, and you don't have to just randomly keep pressing a different move, because, oh, god.
Well, the deal was that if you do the same thing over and over, it looks cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason for them to do that.
I know, but the thing is, the moves that I chose always seem to bite me in the ass, even though they were the right type.
I mean, that's the strategy, and you have to. There's literally an entire section in the Ruby Sapphire guide which had all the moves in their battle forms, and then all the moves in their contest form, and that's where the mind games began. Because what was necessarily good for contests didn't translate over to battles, and vice versa. Right. I'm hoping that they rebalance that.
Okay, and I can respect that. Though there is one thing that does have me wondering, and that is whether or not they're going to bring back the Pokéblock system.
Oh yeah, that's true, because the way you would, one of the first things you would do in the contest was you would get a visual rating depending on how fabulous the Pokemon looked, and the only way you could raise the fabulousness is by feeding them Pokeblocks to make them more fabulous.
You say fabulous one more time, I will take your glasses.
Fantastico!
That wasn't it. That doesn't count. Though I will have to say that back in the day, you needed your fabulosity in order to be able to evolve Milotic, which is not the case now.
Because you just need a fabulosity marble scale to do so now.
He's back to the screen,
as far as that, they've only shown costumes for Pikachu. I'm hoping that they will go ahead and show for more Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's dress up Kyogre.
No, let's have Gardevoir become a Luchador.
Oh God! Oh God! Ah!
Which also makes me wonder if different Pokemon, if the different A groups won't have their own different costumes to make more sense for them.
That's kind of interesting, and I'm actually wondering if there's actually enough data room on the freaking card to freaking have all that.
Well, it's a completely new system, so
who knows how they've streamlined.
That might actually end up replacing the freaking dress up system for all we know.
Well, I don't know. It might look like they've made a comeback. I mean, in some of the screenshots within the secret base, they look like there were different kinds of people.
So that's because you can invite
okay, so why don't we go into the secret bases now? Because holy shit, the secret bases have been revamped.
Yes,
for starters, I'm hoping that you can use the bottom screen with the stylus to go ahead and stylize your gym for more precise methods.
You can.
I would
they actually showed a freaking new video on it.
Awesome, yeah, because that.
Yeah, you can just drop and drag and click, and you can actually put not only hazards, you can make your own gym.
So let's start with the gym thing first off, because that is going to be a fantastic. That's going to be a fantastical thing to do amongst friends. It's basically the Pokemon version of random online battle, in which you drop into someone's secret base. Here's the gym. You run through it, and then there's a boss at the end.
And you know what? I believe that you can end up running into their secret base in different areas. Like if you're going around Hoenn, you'll end up saying, "Oh, someone's secret base," and you can go in.
Well, the other thing is that you can actually download secret bases using QR codes,
which is actually pretty cool. So you guys might end up seeing our QR codes in the future.
That's certainly very nice, and I definitely like it. Again, the secret base does retain its original function, which is. Which actually, it's kind of along the lines of the Pokepass from the 5th generation, which you would communicate with people, get orbs that would give you bonuses for hatching eggs, getting XP, things of that nature.
Yeah, well, yeah, and also like the O powers.
Oh, the O powers. That's what I was trying to think of
from Gen 6.
From Gen 6. I think they were called O powers in Gen 5, but I don't think that was the
No,
case.
they were like a little interact. I don't remember what the hell they were
But
called.
they're basically this is how you get the O powers. So it definitely looks a lot more fun. And the detail on some of the items, it looks a hell of a lot amazing.
Yeah. So I'm willing to bet that there's going to be quite a few. There's just going to like be filled to the brim with plushies, and I'm going to be like, too much cotton.
Plushie maze.
No. I saw someone who you can also change the battle rules as far as probably like how you have these for random battles you can set to what kind of battle, how many Pokemon, use of items, etc. I saw one which it was no items, Fox Pokemon only, final destination. Legend knows what it is.
Oh god, dang it!
But seriously, it'll be fun as far as for your own theme and for your own whatnot.
Okay.
How exactly do you get the other trainers for your gym?
That has yet to be confirmed.
Yeah, I think you.
Do you recruit your own friends and then you just use like whatever?
Yeah, I think you use like your friends from your
Street Pass?
from your Street Pass friends list, and you can just add like their sprite character to it, and they either like talk or maybe they like battle for you. I don't know really.
I think I'm pretty sure there's going to be a tutorial without what's the guy's name that gives you the secret base?
Oh god, what was it?
Yeah, we've got a new character now.
I think his name is like Alarde or something. He's called Garrus in Japan, but for whatever reason, they give him a weird ass name in America.
Yeah. Oh, screw me.
Go into the character section of Cerebi.
Yeah. 1 second, everybody.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Zero is lost in the vastness of the internet.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask you all.
Ah, here we go.
Arune, yeah. See, there you go. Who looks like an old ass Pokemon Ranger.
Yeah, he does.
And that is awesome.
And also, we could look at Professor Birch as well, and it looks like he's kind of put on a few pounds. Or he's actually trying to lose them, I have no idea.
No, I think he's put on a few pounds.
Oh, man.
Actually, wasn't he already kind of chubby from the beginning?
And I
All
will
the
defend
Pokemon
him.
professors looked like that. That was just the sprites.
I do want to defend Birch for being scared of a Poochyena. Attack dogs are nasty. And also, I would be doubly afraid if they looked like they were going after my nuts, as it appears in this screenshot.
Jesus. Valid point.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at the size of that thing is perfectly right to where it just jumps up and nibbles at your man bits.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure every man who's listening to this just wins.
I do want to ask you guys something on the subject of secret bases. If you become a gym leader, what type are you going to pick?
Oh, isn't it obvious? Fire.
Dragon.
Steel or ghost?
Or both for you.
Or both, yeah.
So, speaking of, why don't we go into the new steel type we're talking about then?
Oh, yes!
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Along with all of this, we got information on...
Metagross.
Yep. And let me see if I can pull up his Pokemon information.
So, Mega Metagross
God, that's a tongue
is the
twister.
new meta.
Yeah, basically.
So this thing...
Mega Metagross. Mega Metagross. Mega Meta... Ugh.
Now, do you see the trouble I'm having?
Yes. Ugh. I think I just found our title for this podcast.
So, this thing got Tough Claws as an ability.
We did not need this thing to hit harder, and they went ahead and did it.
So,
yeah.
all of its physical attacks, which it mainly uses, get a, what is it, a 35% boost?
33% attack boost, which is basically Life Orb. So he's got a free Life Orb boost.
In addition to probably max attack.
Yeah. Not to mention that they went ahead and rectified his problems in the past and gave him speed.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of speed.
Did they drop anything?
I don't think so. Let me see. Okay. While experience reduction is defense and special defense, Mega Metagross has currently increased speed as well as additional attack defense.
Attack, defense, special attack, and special defense, making Metagross prime for both offense and defense. So basically, he's still the evil tank we were afraid of.
Yeah.
Only he hits harder.
Oh wait, it gains attack, defense, special attack, and special defense. What I was mentioning before was Mega Diancie, which has also been announced.
So basically, it's an all-around increase, but mainly to its speed.
Yep.
Okay.
But so
And the thing now has 8 arms.
4 in the back, 4 in the front.
Yep. And
It flies.
and it comes at you like a giant clawed monstrosity.
It is a giant clawed monstrosity, but I have one main complaint about this thing, and that is aesthetics. Did you really have to put the spike there?
Yes, they did have to put the spike there.
That's his chin.
Well, when you're talking about a creature that is made of nothing but legs, the part where they come together is invariably going to be that thing.
I think Legend needs to stop reading fan fiction.
Fan fiction! All of the female trainers that I've talked to have basically commented about this design.
You've been talking to female trainers without notifying me?
Yes!
Why?
Because one of them is yours.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So, yeah, this thing.
The end.
God damn it.
Oh god, and I will be seeing images of this. Oh god,
Also-
help me.
This being Metagross, guess whose Pokemon it belongs to?
Steven.
Steven. Steven. Steven.
No.
Why are we doing the guess this thing to Steven?
Exactly.
Because we can. So this is your final boss, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, you have to fight this monster at the end of the game. You better hope you pick Blaziken.
Yes.
Or Swampert.
Woohoo!
Oh, God. Okay.
Actually, Groudon might actually not Groudon, Sceptile might not do too bad either because of its dragon typing too.
Yeah, but we haven't confirmed whether or not it actually gets any coverage moves. So
Yeah, but I mean,
we'll have to see.
but it already has freaking Earthquake.
Okay, that's
And
fair
it's
enough.
probably also going to be able to get Draco Meteor now.
Good God. So that's not going to dent it.
That's true.
You'd be
So,
surprised. Well, it does have Pursuit,
Okay, that will work. Dark types do go straight for
and
steel.
it has Shadow Claw as well now. So I mean, like again, it's just the matter of not getting hit.
yep. And then finally, the other Mega that I mentioned earlier is Mega Diancie.
So Diancie, among the other things Japan has only received, was recently released over there only.
Fuck me.
But
Mega Diancie.
and they've also given hints about the Mega Form, which, as Zero mistakenly said earlier, boosts to its speed and boosts to attack and special attack at the cost of reduced defense and special defense. So basically, it's like Aegislash switching from Shield to Blade form, but as a Mega Evolution.
Which means it's permanent for the rest of the battle.
Right.
Yeah.
But this thing is definitely something that you guys should. I want you guys to take a look at.
Alright, what are you showing us?
The Diancie stats, according to Cerebi, they have the move set, what abilities it can use. Everything has been released for Diancie as far as the base form. They're still uptight up the specific changes in its Mega, but we can look at the base Pokemon itself.
Okay, so as a base, we're looking at a Rock Fairy type, which means it's got a huge weakness to Steel, but
It has a lot of interesting abilities. For starters, it has Stealth Rock as a level up move.
Mm-hmm. Has Ancient Power, which might be useful.
but not as useful as its signature.
Which is Diamond Storm, which is available at level 50. It's base 100. It's a rock physical attack move. Base 100 base power, 95 accuracy,
And
5 shots,
and
and a 50% chance of raising the booster of the attacker's defense. 50%.
This will make it a pain in the ass to take down.
So imagine that's why it's okay that it can lose its special it can lose defense stats, because this thing can go ahead and raise them on a minimum twice, possibility of 5 times if you're lucky.
Which is insane.
Yeah, so anywhere between 2 to 5 if you're not putting any PowerPoint ups on it. At max you can get on average 4.
This thing is going to wreck Ubers.
Yeah.
Other abilities it can learn. It learns Calm Mind. What else do we have?
The TM moves, by the way.
Psychic. We have Round.
Gyro Ball.
So it's lacking in coverage moves to be sure, as basically it's limited to Psychic and Hidden Power, as well as Psychic, Hidden Power, Toxic.
Can learn Sunny Day.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what? It doesn't have anything to abuse it with.
That's true.
Unless we get a move tutor soon, it's going to have an incredibly shallow move pool. That being said, this hasn't stopped certain Pokemon before, mainly Darkrai.
That's true.
That is true.
All he really needs is that one move.
Then again, think about this: Calm Mind, Moonblast, Psyshock, Diamond Storm,
That's actually pretty nasty.
and then
Yeah.
and then
All you
with
need is something to
and then with
take
the
care of
Mega
Steel.
Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you are still going to run into problems with Steel.
Well,
types.
Psychic. I mean, the Psychic doesn't. The Psychic wasn't Psychic one of the moves that didn't give.
No, it did not. Steel still resists Psychic.
Yeah, it's Ghosts that can actually damage Steel now.
Yeah, Ghost and Dark were the only ones that got the upgrade to wreck through Steel.
Well, it does have Gyro Ball.
It's Diancie's a rock type,
Which
right?
is
So it's
true.
going to gain a boost in the Sandstorm.
That is true.
Yeah, special defense boost in the Sandstorm.
Yep.
So this would actually be good on a Sandstorm team as well.
But I still see problems in the fact that Metagross can still
Slay
Right.
this thing.
not only slay this thing, but force it out and then boost. And that's the last thing you want happening.
Mega Metagross and turn it into an Agilagross.
Actually, I think there's a way you can get around that.
Oh?
Well, does it get any fighting type moves?
Skill swap.
There is skill swap, but
No. Let me explain. Metagross Mega Evolves on the first turn that it's in. You skill swap. Now you have Tough Claws, and it's stuck with Clear Body.
that's not necessary.
Metagrosses with the Mega Evolution are not going to be carrying Home Claws or anything like that. They're going to go for a full 4 moveset sweep. So this thing is actually going to be able to swap moves with it and hit with a 133 base Diamond Storm, and then be able to Mega Evolve beyond that.
But
On top of it, it also raises its defense at least half the time. So it's going to be an uphill battle for this thing. And then forget if it gets a stall move and then starts going on it.
4 times weakness to Meteor Mash.
That is true.
And Meteor Mash raises Metagross's attack power.
So...
Yeah, but not as much as Diamond Storm does for Diancie.
That is true, but it's not going to be it's not going to end well
it's
for
probably
Diancie.
going to be at least a 2 KO, maybe a 3 KO if you're lucky.
Not to mention that Metagross also has tanking capabilities
Yeah, but
on top of everything
So
he's got.
you're basically trying to fight... We're fighting a diamond with steel. Eventually one's going to give.
I'm still saying
not
that
gonna say
I'm
that
still
there's-
saying that 150 defenses in both of its base forms is going to be hard to break through.
True, and technically a Mega Evolution just changes everything by about 100 points, so I'm betting we're going to see a 50%...
Not
Ooh,
necessarily.
That's actually scary.
Well, 50% assuming the max, because remember in Metagross's state, it's raising all 5 of its stats simultaneously.
That's true.
Which means that not all those stats are going to be as big of a jump as you think.
That's true.
Versus Diancie, who is getting 3 buffs and 2 debuffs, which is going to make a much bigger impact when it Mega Evolves.
True, because if you do the debuffs as well, you can add to that point increase.
Right.
But I still say that times 4 weakness to Steel is going to be its downfall.
I think you're going to have to wait until we see the Tutor TM moves and make a decision off that.
I do admit, and this is one thing I will petition Nintendo for. Game Freak, please release the tutor moves. I can't go back to freaking Gen 5 because you've already lost the freaking what's it called?
You know
Wi-Fi.
you know that the move tutors always come out in the 3rd game. I don't know what's so new about it. You know that they come out like this.
Well, I just hope that they are consistent.
Yeah, they have been. What makes you doubt that?
Game Freak, that's what.
They had tutors back in Gen 3, even though there was no need for them. They brought tutors back in Platinum. They had tutors for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They had tutors for Black and White too. I don't know why you're concerned.
Well,
There is no need to be concerned. And even then, Diancie, if we're talking about Metagross as a hard counter, then there's going to be team support for Diancie. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be team support. And honestly, I think Diancie has less issues to worry about than Metagross. Because while Diancie certainly gets countered by Mega Metagross, Metagross also is going to have a lot of issues now that it can't resist debuffs.
That is true.
Because, and on top of that, with the 3 Mega starters, all 3 of them having a different way to number Metagross. That's not good.
That's true.
I mean, the Steel debuff did not help it at all, especially... I mean, it's one thing to go ahead and say get a one-hit KO'd by a Tough Claws boosted Bullet Punch. It's another thing to get, say, wasted by a Pursuit. So, I mean, it's a silly thing, but I honestly don't think you can compare the two directly up front, especially since we don't know what Mega Diancie can do as what its stat changes are.
That's true. We haven't even seen it in battle, so who knows what's going to happen.
Right.
And there's also still other two Pokemon that Nintendo haven't even bothered to talk about.
The Volcanion and Hoopla.
Volcanion and Hoopa, yeah. And wasn't Hoopa like a dark... It wasn't Dark Ghost, it was Ghost Psychic.
Oh, there you go.
Ghost Psychic, and the other one was Fire and Water.
Also, the moveset only goes up to 70, which for most base BST 600 legendaries, usually it still goes up to 100. So we still have, not necessarily it's shown all its movesets.
That's true, but it has revealed a signature at level 50. So
right, but remember that other Pokemon can get signatures at 100.
That's true.
So
Arceus gets Judgment.
We still have. There's still a ways we can go as far as moveset. And again, the tutors will go ahead and should hopefully address issues as far as weakness shortcomings.
Okay.
I think my concern about Metagross is that Metagross, the thing keeps switching. The thing about it...
Metagross.
The thing
I'm going to call that our title.
The thing that bothers me about that is it's a bit unwieldy because of the fact that the steel typing isn't as buffed as it used to be. And at least with Caesar, you can... If there's something that you don't want to face, you can U-turn out of it. Metagross has to actually switch out. And then Pursuit comes into play. And at least for coming from a Blaziken player, this thing is going to have to deal with not just Flare Blitz, but also High Jump Kick. So,
well, I mean, it does have neutrality to High Jump Kick, but I will agree with you, the Fire types will remain a thorn in this thing's side.
And Ground types. I mean, everyone still loves the freaking Mole, the Excadrill.
Yeah.
And God knows that this thing that this thing can actually has very good speed.
That's true.
Well, Metagross in its
and I think even with the boost, it'll still be vulnerable to Revenge Kill by Dugtrio.
Maybe.
Ooh, that'll be nasty.
So I mean, like, especially now, not only is it gonna have to deal with Arena Trap, but now it's actually gonna be suffering from. It's gonna be taking double damage from Sucker Punch now.
That's true. And now that Mega Metagross has...
See? You're having trouble with it too. It's not just me.
I'll just call it Megagross and be done with it.
Okay. The problem with Mega Metagross as well is that it no longer has Clear Body as well, which means it's now susceptible to stat debuffs.
Yep, as we said before, it is vulnerable.
Just bring in a Gyarados and Intimidate.
And
and then that Mega evolves too, and that has Dark type SCAB. So I mean, like, it's Mega Metagross is certainly not perfect.
Dark type with Crunch.
If anything, it's gonna have to work harder to be getting to be worth that Mega slot in this game now.
I will say it has gone to like underused now, or actually it's like. It's gotten pretty low on like the tier list on Smogon, but with this Mega Evolution, it's going to boost it up to at least overused.
No, I don't think so.
I'm calling it borderline.
You're calling it borderline?
I might call it borderline. On the one hand, it's a very powerful Pokemon. It's too powerful for underused, I think. On the other, it might not be the best in OU at this.
Yeah,
that's true.
I have to agree.
And also, the metagame's probably going to change once because we're still going to get new Mega Evolutions.
New Megas, and we're going to get new.
I'm calling it now. Mega Camerupt and Mega Sharpedo. I'm still calling it now.
As far if we're going to go into speculation as far as Pokemon that deserve Mega Evolutions, I would like to see Mega Linoon.
Mega Linoon.
Really?
Yeah, I think I want to see Pokemon that you wouldn't expect to have Mega Evolutions to have Mega Evolutions, like Mega Linoon or even Mega. What's the Mega Mightyena? Mega Mightyena would be another.
Wait a minute. What about Probopass?
I don't think that thing needs a Mega. Honestly, I think that's kind of a dirt Pokemon in itself.
That thing's ugly enough.
I can't see a Mega Sharpedo, but with it having the hidden ability of speed boost already, I don't really think that it. The remedies for it would have to make it bulkier, not necessarily faster.
That's true. Give it the speed boost ability and then like boost its defense and offense. You can actually make something really powerful there.
Yeah, but I think it needs a little bit more than that. I just don't
And
think
actually, it would actually be better off as a special, wouldn't it?
I don't think that we'll be seeing a Mega Sharpedo or Mega Camerupt. I would actually, I'd be interested in them seeing Mega Arcanine or Mega Ninetales. That would be interesting.
Like Ninetales needs any more help.
Actually, it needs all the help it can get.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. It's still good for like a Sun team, but
Nah, even then, it's outclassed by Charizard Y.
But I mean, like, the only advantage I've seen some pretty good Ninetales, but I think Ninetales could use the booster at Arcanine. I can definitely see where you would say Mega. I can definitely see where you say Mega Camerupt and Mega Sharpedo.
this is just kind of like a dirt.
But I was hoping for freaking Mega Houndoom from Lysandre, and then he comes out with Mega Gyarados out of the ass. So I mean, like, I don't think we can necessarily say that.
That's
Mega Mightyena instead. We could get gypped.
that's true.
Watch it, and then no, you say you get gypped, and then it comes with 120 attack and double hit.
Oh God, that it would be banned.
No, it would be OU. It's not necessarily as powerful as freaking Kangaskhan, and it has a different typing. So I think it would actually benefit from such a change. And then you get something like, I don't know, Dark Poison.
That would be an interesting. We always seen it in Skuntank, and that's actually a really good typing.
It is.
Well, it's not just Skuntank. It's also been seen in what's that one Pokemon that Aaron uses in Generation 4? Drapion.
No,
Drapion is Poison Ground.
No, Drapion
No,
is Dark Poison.
Dark
That's
Poison?
correct.
No, wait, Drapion is actually Bug Ground.
No, it's not a bug type.
No, it's not.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck, I'm getting confused here.
You're
Dang it.
being confused by the man who uses it because that person bugs everyone.
Yeah, he has bug type, but it's like Koga it's like Agatha who uses ghost type, but she has an Arbok.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I always thought that she just was a poison type user.
Yeah.
No,
She was supposed to be a ghost type user.
Yeah, Poison Dark.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah, he's poison dark.
Derp.
Why do I end up getting so derpy on these things?
Well, to be fair, Scorpy is a bug poison type.
Yeah,
and it
that's-
evolves into a dark poison.
Yeah.
that's where I get confused.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I said my hypotheses on possible megas. Zero, what do you have?
Quick question: is Dunsparce in
You know what?
That would be brilliant.
That would be like it needs to have like a Gyarados type evolution to make it look fabulous.
No, it needs to be freaking demonic. Just like absolutely,
Terrifying.
absolutely terrifying. You see this thing and you go, no!
Yeah, that's exactly. We need.
And you know what?
We need that.
Dunsparce actually has a really good HP stat.
We need that Magikarp Gyarados effect to happen again.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of Pokemon evolutions are pretty much as what you expect.
Yeah.
I think we need that surprise factor of what does this evolve into?
Yeah. Like Magikarp goes from a fish to a fucking dragon. Milola goes from an ugly fish to a beautiful sea dragon.
that everyone wants and everyone hates.
But again, I think we need more of that. I would definitely be okay with that.
I want either a Mega Evolution or just a normal evolution. I don't care either way.
What else? Because he had two, I had two. What's your second?
Let's see, my second. God, I need to look up like the freaking Pokemon from Gen 3 because there's actually already a lot of Pokemon from Gen 3 that have gotten Megas. It's actually the most have been in Gen 3.
Yeah, that is true. And I think it has been a subtle hype.
What about a Mega Ludicolo?
Actually, you know what would also be cool?
No.
This is actually kind of like from Gen 4, but Mega Gallade.
Mega Gallade.
We already have a Mega Gardevoir.
So what? He gets fully suited up as a knight in shining armor.
Kinda, yeah.
He gets a huge boost to his defenses.
Dude, the fact
Actually, no. You know what? I changed my answer. I want a Mega Flygon.
Oh.
You win, sir. You win.
Except that they're not going to do that. They're going to go and look at
Mega Salamence!
Exactly. They're going to do that.
They're not gonna do Mega Salamence.
It's Game Freak. They took an already powerful Ice Dragon type and then turned it into something worse.
Ice Dragon.
Yes. Look what they did with Kira.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't hitting hard enough.
Well, they gave it 2 forms, that's why. Personally, I think...
You know what? Actually, Mega Milotic would also be very viable as well, because technically Milotic its stats are actually the inverse of Gyarados', which is actually a fun fact.
Really? Not to mention,
Yeah.
as a bulky water, this thing is nearly unmatched for just one thing, the fact that it packs Recover and has the stats to back it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, fighting Wallace or Juan.
Juan is a
Actually, not from this generation, but another one that I would consider, Mega Ursaring.
Ooh, Mega Ursaring.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, just
it would be a bear to fight.
Yeah, just give it a better boost, Generation 2.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was...
Yeah, just give it more boost to its attack and its speed, and to have it run amok.
Actually, you know what I would actually kind of like to see? Like, Megas for, like, the evolutions.
Oh, God. That would break the game.
That would be terrifying.
Give Flareon a Mega Evolution.
And watch it actually wreck people.
That would be hilarious, but I don't think they'll do it.
I know. This is just
they would need, like, 8 stones.
Yeah. Or they could just, like, make it one universal stone.
Okay. So...
An Eevee-Light.
We do have a fairy evolution. Do you think we're going to see any more evolutions anytime soon?
No.
Because we saw Generation 4 was the last one with grass and ice.
Generation 4 was the last one, and then they added the new typing, and then they made a new Eevee for it.
Yeah, but
we're not going to see...
I think that they still have... I mean, there's...
Technically, they have, like...
They have tons of evolutions, and keep in mind, in Generation 4... There are more Pokemon that got evolutions that we didn't know that weren't officially released.
Very true.
So I definitely think that it's a possibility that we could see new evolutions for Pokemon that we wouldn't expect.
And actually, Gen 3 is the only generation that didn't have an evolution.
Gen 5 didn't have one either.
That's true.
That's true. So, yeah, Gen 3 and Gen 5 both didn't have evolutions, but...
It's like they skip a generation every now and then.
But first, second... It's not. There's not enough for a pattern yet.
Well, there was first and second, and they skipped 3, went to 4, skipped 5, and then went to 6.
Right. I'm just saying that we haven't seen enough of it to call it a trend.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I think that's about it. Do you have anything more to add, guys?
Well,
I think we're about done.
Just a couple of things, like evolving certain Pokemon, like the Eevees that require the Icy Rock and the Grassy Rock.
Well, we're probably going to see those, although, where would the... I know where the Icy Rock would be.
It would be Shoal Cave.
No, I was going to say it's going to be in Regice's tomb.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Regice is kind of the only icy thing you'll find in there.
I mean,
and the only place you can find ice types is Shoal Cave.
Yep.
And then the grass one, I'm pretty sure you could go to...
It's going to be in one of the forests.
Actually, it would probably be in the Pelibird Woods.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So they have good places for those, but then my other question is, what about the location-specific Pokemon, like Probopass?
I think they might give those an item too, just because of the lack of viability. I don't think... Where could you evolve them in Gen 5?
Chargestone Cave.
Chargestone Cave, and then...
In Gen 6, you could... Wait, where could you evolve them in Gen 6?
I'm not sure if you could or not.
Let me look it up.
But I mean, like, they might start giving more items just because the gimmicks are going away.
That's true.
I mean, they certainly did that with...
Let me see with Magnezone really
Milotic.
quick. Let's see.
That's Gen 5, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You have to...
Hold on. Electric Rock. There's apparently an Electric Rock somewhere.
Yeah.
Chargestone Cave. That's Chargestone Cave. No, we want Gen 6. We want Gen 6. Okay, Gen 6, apparently there's an electric... Oh, you know where? The power station.
Yeah, that's right.
You could do it there, or you could do it in the Fossil Cave.
That is very true. Granite Cave would be...
True, and originally they evolved because there was a mysterious power in the Sinnoh Mountains.
Right.
Very true.
Right, that was the original story, so I mean, like, there's certainly quite a few things you could do for it. That's true.
Fair enough. Okay, well,
So,
outside of that, I think we're covered.
I think that's about it.
there's not really much else we can say about this.
I think we should call it a day.
All right then.
All right. Next
All right,
time
then.
on Legend Hunters, we
More-
can't predict the future.
More fapping about.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Mega Metagross, that's going to be a problem.
Oh, god dang it. Anyway, guys, see you later.
Signing out.